S to the M to the I to the D to the G to the E to the N to the S. Smidgens, how are we doing? Today's match is against Twistos14, and I don't remember when it was from, but you know the team already. I've been using it enough nowadays for you to realise that it's the team I made with Ferris back like a couple of months ago, and it's really freaking cool, so I'm going to be using it again. And technically I really don't have that many matches with a variety of teams at the moment, because I have a lot backed up from Battle for Charity, which are using this team and the 4th gen remake team. So you're going to be seeing a lot of them, I guess, until I go and get recording new material in a couple of weeks, because I'm going to be back for a week when, you know, for a week and stuff. But anyway, this is a train wreck of a first turn. It's a Scarf Flygon, so I'm expecting Scarf Flygon to U-turn on the first turn, and he can U-turn to like Starmie, Scizor, or like anything else that is like not good, and I go for the Earthquake instead of the Meteor Mash because they all resist Meteor Mash and not Earthquake, and not good because I get hit with an Earthquake and then I do nothing to the Flygon. So I know he's most likely Scarfed. I'm going to take the safe switch to Elo, not make any more retarded plays here, don't go super over predicting in the early game, which was a bad plan, and it's really cost a lot of my Metagross's HP for that. So I'm going to go for the Toxic on the switch. In comes Chandelure, which is something that I guess is relatively nice to take it. And I'm not really sure what kind of set he's running, but any kind of Chandelure would like to fire off a stab focus Fire Blast at anything that comes in. So Vaporeon's the safest switch in, and I still haven't seen an item, so I'm kind of under the impression that he's choiced, maybe Scarfed or Spexed, but it turns out that he is not, and he actually just throws an Energy Ball my way. I'm going to go for the Ice Beam because I actually predict his switch into Hydreigon, I believe, to resist the Surf. But yeah, there you go, me over predicting once again, my ass getting just in the gutter for that. Really not good. Vaporeon now down to about the same health as Metagross is. And speaking of Metagross, I'm going to go straight into him, thinking that he wants to go for another Energy Ball, but he's actually going to go for the Psychic, which Metagross would take better than an Energy Ball anyway, because of the 4x resistance. Now, I am a Scarf Metagross, but I don't really have any speed investment. This set was kind of made to be bulky, but to trick away a Scarf, you know, just trick Scarf, a just bulky one though, hoping to get lefties as a receiving item. But unfortunately for me, he is going to outspeed me, hit his Fire Blast, and is going to be able to take me out with Chandelure after dying to Toxic. So it's a double down, but I am able to go into Fortress. I know he's going to go to Flygon, because, I mean, that's the general thing that you do. You go to either your lead or your fastest guy, and pretty much in his case, it's the same situation for both. Flygon is his lead, and it's pretty much the fastest guy in his team because of the Scarf. So he's going to go for an Earthquake. I guess he just wanted to gauge how defensive I was, just to test the waters to see if I was specially defensively invested or physically defensively invested, and it turns out obviously to him that I have max defense, but I'm also packing Light Screen, so after I get my rocks up and throw a Gyro Ball Hydreigon's way, I'm thinking, you know what, I can't stay in for a potential Flamethrower, so I'm going to have to switch. I would have liked to get Light Screen out, but didn't really get the opportunity to, and I was really disappointed at the little amount the Gyro Ball did to Hydreigon, so I'm kind of wondering how much speed he's running. He's most likely not running a whole deal of speed at all, so anyway, he's going to withdraw here, which seems kind of interesting. He's going to go into Starmie, I guess, just to sponge a hit and help him, you know, stay in for the next turn after I die to Burn. I guess he knew I was going to die to Burn, so he wanted to bring Starmie in so that he could potentially Rapid Spin on whatever I bring in next. But I guess it's not to his greatest advantage because I get a free choice of what I switch in. Nevertheless, he decides to stay in and Rapid Spins on me. I probably should have just gone for the Thunderbolt and taken him out right here, right now, but I thought he may switch, so I'm just going to go for the T-Wave. It would shut down Starmie anyway and would allow me to revenge, not revenge, but to just kill him with a Thunderbolt this turn. But knowing that he's not going to want to stay in for a Thunderbolt, I'm going to predict his switch again, and I'm going to go for the Thunder Wave this time. Not this time, I mean I went for it last time, but this time it's on the actual switch that comes in, which is Scizor, and it's great to get Scizor paralyzed. It's hopefully bank on some Power Hacks his later game, which would be really nice, but I don't want him to be predicting me again and you know, staying in and going for like a superpower or something. if I go for a Thunderbolt. So I'm just going to go for the safe Flamethrower. Obviously, you know, over-predicting has really cost me a lot this game so far, so I don't want to be doing any more of it unless I feel I'm in a strong enough position to do so. So I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt on Starmie, take that thing clean out. After a Life Orb Psychic deals a hefty chunk to me, really didn't think Elo would take that much, but you know, I'm invested in a lot of, I'm not sure how much special defense I have invested, but I know I'm bulky as hell, and yeah, really, that hurt, that stung, really did. Psychic, ouch. Anyway, in comes Flygon. Outrage is probably his best option at this point, though it wasn't the best of ideas to lock himself into it when I still have Fortress in the wings, ready to sponge any kind of dragon move that he wants to throw my way. So I'm going to take the opportunity to set my Stealth Rocks back up. Now that Starmie's out of the picture, he's not going to be able to spin them away again, so they're going to be permanently there for the rest of the game, which is perfect. It's going to help you know, damage the Hydreigon and the Scizor and even this Flygon. So it's good to get that thing done. He's only going to get a 2-turn Outrage, which is allowing him to switch into his Lucario, and I'm actually managing to get the light screen off here, which is great, because the only reason you'd bring Lucario in on a Fortress is, one, you think it doesn't have Earthquake and can set up a Swords Dance freely, or two, you're a special Lucario. So I'm going to be predicting the Nasty Plot, or the Specs variant, and I go into Electros, and he Calm Minds, and at this point I'm like, what did he just, does Lucario even get Calm Mind? Like, what is he doing here? Like, what the hell is going on? But he's legitimately running a Calm Mind Lucario set, which is hilarious, actually. That's really funny. But unfortunately for him, he's going to go for the second Calm Mind, knowing obviously that Light Screen is still up. He won't be able to do that much damage to me with any kind of hit. So I'm going to go for the Flamethrower here, take him down to around just over half. And he's going to go for the Aura Sphere, and I think, though, even with my Light Screen up, he does have +2. So Aura Sphere is going to actually be a kill on Elo, and he's going to take me out with a Calm Minding Lucario at +2. But thanks to the fact that I Thunder Waved him, I'm now going to be able to easily outspeed him with Victini. Go for the Brick Break, which I told Elo actually that this the fourth move on this guy was U-turn, but I completely forgot. But its fourth move is Brick Break, and that's what I've been running on it, and it's actually working out relatively decently. Brick Break is great, obviously, for screens, but it's actually useful on a lot of things that kind of annoy Victini and the rest of its moveset. So yeah, that's Brick Break for you. It's actually going to get a bit of usage this game, which is great. So I'm obviously going to go into Fortress. It has been my solid switch into Flygon the entire game. No reason not to go to it, and he's just going to U-turn out into the Sazendor. Why do I say Saz? It's so weird, man, because sometimes like a poke will come out and the Japanese name will just jump into my head for some reason. I don't know why, but in comes Hydreigon. Victini, I'm thinking easily going to come in and take the Flamethrower. I was slightly afraid of him predicting my switch and going for the Earth Power, but I just didn't want to do any more over-predicting this game. You know, the start of the game was a train wreck, don't want it to be repeating it, so I'm just going to be playing safely as long as I can for the rest of the match. There you go, Brick Break is going to get its second usage of the match. It's going to be able to outspeed Hydreigon and kill it with one. So fantastic, because Fusion Bolt and both fire moves that I had would have been resisted by it. So it's good to you know, kill it with a Brick Break and not take any V-Create lower drop things. So he's going to go to Flygon and pull the double switch to Scizor, predicting me to go back to Fortress, knowing that Fortress can do nothing to his Scizor. So he's just going to go for the Superpower, hoping to dent Fori as much as he can. But Victini obviously is going to resist that, so I'm going to come in, try and resist the hit, live it, and then hit him back with a V-Create. But unfortunately for me, he's going to get a Choice Banded crit, and that's going to be enough to take out Victini from around half HP. So Victini's going to go down. Not good situation, but I do have my mini wings left at the back of the fridge. Tasty, tasty stuff, because I'm going to go for a Dragon Dance here, and I'm pretty sure he is Choice Banded at this point. I haven't seen Life Orb Recoil, and of course he has lacked to show me a Swords Dance of any sort. So he's obviously either going to be forced to go to Flygon, which I thought would have been the better play here, to go to Flygon, but you know, he wanted to break my multi-scale first of all, so I can see why he did that. The only issue is that it's going to allow me to get up a second Dragon Dance, which will allow me to outspeed his Scarf. If he had gone to Flygon, his Scarf would have been able to outspeed my Dragonite, I think, and then been able to break Multiscale with Outrage, and then he could have brought in Scizor to go for the Bullet Punch. But it's not going to work out that way. An Extreme Speed at +2, I was kind of afraid it wouldn't kill the Flygon, but it does manage to take it down, so thank God for that. Things out the way. Scizor's going to be a slight nuisance with Bullet Punch, but as long as I can kill it with this Earthquake, I should be okay. Even if I lack to kill it, which I think I do, it lives on like freaking a smidgelet, and it just lives on a smidgelet. But thankfully, I do pack Extreme Speed on my Dragon Dance D-Knight, which is really useful, especially for situations like this. And I managed to just snip off that snubbin, or I mean, snip off that smidgelet, and kill the thing for the kill of the thing, the Scizor. That's what I killed, and it died. So there you go. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. It was a pretty interesting one, pretty fun, and yeah, go ahead and leave a like if you enjoyed, and check out the Twitter, Tumblr. Why do I do it out of order now? People are gonna get confused and annoyed. It's the T's, man. It's the T's. It's like the brothers. They just want to go together. Anyway, check out the Twitter, the Facebook, and Tumblr pages for all the news updates and everything that you would love. All links in the description that you love down below. And that is going, I believe, to be it for today. So I'll see you guys on like Saturday or like something and stuff. So see you then, brohoskis. Later.